Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show live. What's good, everybody? We are live at night. Let's wait a little bit. Let's get this chat going. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Had a wonderful day. Yo, we're live on a Friday night. I'm living life crazy, going wild, wild. Loving it, man, loving it. Man, look at here, bro. This is what I be trying to tell you sometimes with like certain fan bases and stuff. Man, they be wanting their players to get done dirty. Y'all ever notice that? Like, they don't mind them getting done dirty. They don't mind them getting fleeced. Yo, because let me tell you something right now. That man named Higgins, he got fleeced with a capital least. Hump King, what's up, bro? We're here, bro. Zach Zell's MVP Jackson. You already know he's the MVP. He's been the MVP, and now he's about to be part of the Power Universe. Crazy. Lamar doing Lamar things. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But I was live earlier today, right? And I was talking about, how the business is made to screw over the players. I said this. I talked about it. Money Mike was good. Yo, wait till I tell you. He didn't get fleeced. He didn't want to leave. Dada D, he got fleeced. Come on now. Let's be real. When the Ravens were doing Lamar Jackson wrong about not giving him his contract, right? I called the Ravens out on it. This is a very, very bad deal for T. Higgins. I'm not even spreading hate. I'm just being 100% real and honest. I got on the Ravens for their foolishness on Lamar's contract. I'm getting on them about maybe getting rid of Likely. So don't take it personal. I'm just giving you the facts. And I know you're going to say that's not facts. It is facts. Because when I read everything off, you're going to be like, well, he wanted to be. Now, mind you, he wanted to be a team guy. He wanted to stay with his crew. That's, to me, that's what happened with Ronnie Stanley and us. Because Ronnie Stanley was offered way more money. And he didn't leave. And they tried to tamper with him. And he said, nah, I'm staying home. I'm coming home to a place where I belong. I haven't missed this life, best to me. And he said he's not leaving. Hump King said if the Bengals don't make the playoffs this year, Joe Burrow is going to become a male stripper and quit the NFL. Nasty word. No, he's not, bro. Joe is one of the best players and quarterbacks in the league. He's going to be there for a while. Dada D, if I signed up for it, how can I get fleeced is what I'm saying. One of the worst contracts we've ever seen was, what's his name? He was on the cover of NFL Streets, used to play at Miami Dolphins. What's his name? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. He signed that deal, and it was called one of the worst deals in NFL history. Sometimes you sign things with your heart and not with your head. That's just the way it goes. That's why business can be a very evil wench, as some people might call it, or an easy C. You understand where I'm coming from? I think if Tyreek Hill could go back, he would have took less money to stay with Patty. He hates the Dolphins. I don't think so. Listen, Tyreek made, it's not a little bit of money. It's a whole Ricky Williams. Thank you. Go look up the deal that Ricky Williams first did. I believe it was Master P that helped him put the deal together. And it was like his agent. And it absolutely was a terrible deal. When I mean terrible, I mean one of the worst deals ever signed in NFL history. YNAB more. Thank you so much, man. So that's what I'm saying. But look, let's get into it. We're popping up. Facts. He left heck money on the table. But if he plays all 17, he can make $35 million. Let's hope he stays healthy. I'll tell you this right now. The NFL is not the NBA. Everybody understands that these are non-guaranteed contracts, right? They're not worth the paper that they're written on. So a lot of times there's multiple outs for the teams. And you will never even sniff most of that money that is supposedly guaranteed. You understand where I'm coming from? This is not the NBA or baseball. Whatever number you sign, that's what you're going to. If your leg falls off tomorrow, you're getting every cent that was on that piece of paper. That's not the NFL. The NFL is the guaranteed dollars is what you look at. You understand where I'm coming from? That's usually the guaranteed dollars. But look, I'm not going to be one of those guys that's going to, you know what I'm saying, be all like, I'm tripping. I'm going to show y'all what I mean. Guys, if you're tuning in for the first time to the Wunderkind Show, please remember to like, subscribe to that notification bell. And I'm Nitro if you're just in here for the first time. All right, let's get those likes up. And all right, here we go. Check this out. Now, my screen, I always have to go back to my phone to read this stuff because my screen's not big enough. But I want y'all to read this with me. It says, nothing in 2025 is guaranteed. However, the $20 million roster bonus is earned 5 days after Higgins puts pen to paper. The only true full guarantee of signing is the $10 million 2026 off-season roster bonus. The Bengals have, as a practical matter, a year-to-year option. They can pay him $35.9 million for 2025 if he dresses for every game and earns the $2 million in per game roster bonuses, and they can move on before the 2026 base salary becomes fully guaranteed. It's not guaranteed for injury. Because the $10 million guaranteed 2026 roster bonus has offset language, they'd likely owe him nothing if they cut him after 1 year, since he'd likely make more elsewhere. It's a horrible deal. Horrible. If Horrible and Bad made a kid and it came out as paper with writing on it, this would be it right here. Bro, I can't believe T took it. But once again, sometimes when you want to be somewhere, when your heart is somewhere, when you want to play with your boys and you just have a good chemistry with those guys, sometimes you take less or take a bad thing just for comfortability. Yeah, that's a better way of saying it, for comfortability. Now, mind you, most of that contract is not guaranteed. It's pretty much he's getting paid per game. Not even like per season, per game. If he don't suit up, he don't see the money. That means if he gets hurt at the first game of the season, he won't even see half that money. That's crazy. He has to stay healthy. That's the main thing, but we could still not let him leave the laugh out loud. I mean, listen. It was up to him. I know I don't think they would have franchise tagged him again. I think they would have worked out a trade somewhere. But once again, the market that he would have commanded would have been ridiculous. He is a number one receiver at 6'4", nimble, can make all the catches and routes, and you know what I'm saying, can run the entire route tree. Another team, specifically the Patriots, maybe even the Cardinals. What's another team that could have used a big name that had some free money? Not that many. At the time, the Rams. Yeah, there's plenty of teams that he could have went to. Now I'm thinking about it, that they would have opened it up and let him get paid what the market dictates he gets paid. In the jerk, Nitro, quick question. When you guys lose in the first round of the playoffs again, with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins, what's going to be the excuse this time? Just asking for a friend. In the jerk, I want you to understand something. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know, and everybody else knows, that Lamar Jackson is going to win titles with an S. I want you to understand, get all of your jokes out now. Because once he wins one, that's not the only one he's going to win. Then it's going to be on your squad to somehow try to slow him down. Because once Lamar Jackson breaks through, it is over. I'll tell you that now. Oh, it's over. It's over now. Look over. It's my turn now. Look over. The game shut down. Sorry. That's what's going to be. Y'all be thinking I'm joking, bro. I'm dead serious with you. So get all your jokes out now. Because when we're winning, I know y'all going to be like, yo, but it took him 7 years to win, though. You know what I'm saying? And, man, it's because the Ravens, they draft really well. And, man, it's because they got a good team around them. And, man, it's not really fair because our team don't spend what they spend. And, man, and they need to make rules to stop him from running so much. Man, I never thought he would actually be what he said he was going to be. Man, how many more MVPs he going to get? Man, he's the man. But still, thank you for showing up. I'm the jerk. Much love. But yeah, man, so that's what I'm trying to tell everybody, man. That's a bad deal. That's a horrible deal. Man. Entire NFL is terrified of Lamar. Money Mike, exactly. The Bengal fans should have nothing to say about Lamar. Because you've seen, he made some of your players kneel. And their name's not Colin Kaepernick. And look over like he really just made that type of play. Some of Lamar Jackson's craziest plays, best plays, have been against the Bengals. You guys have been on the receiving end of some of his greatest historical moves and highlights that will never be lost in the ether. That's facts. The spin move, the leaping out of bounds, the stiff arms. God, bro, I'm telling you, man. So it is what it is. I think the AFC North is going to be even more competitive this year, though. I'm going to tell you my predictions much later in the summer, but I have a bad feeling about the AFC North this year. Bad feeling. And I hate when I get feelings like this because I just have a feeling it's going to be one of those dog fights. Yeah, I don't want to say anything and give anything up. But I think, man, it's going to be something else. Now, when they talk on pods, it's never biased. We know Lamar like that. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Just like I told you, Joe Burrow's a great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I don't lie. Like, I don't lie on anything. I already told y'all who my top 5 quarterbacks in the league are. And Joe Burrow's on that list. So that's, like, I told y'all straight up, I wanted Chase. Like, out of all the players on your team, I would have happily took Chase. Took Chase. But guess what? It is what it is. We real about it. Jameis Winston just signed with Giants. Rodgers definitely going to Steelers now. We'll see. We will see. Because then who is Russell Wilson going to? Just remember, 6 is better than 1 all day. New England Patriots. Just remember, 6 is better than 1 all day. But hold on. How many they got? They got 6. The Patriots got 6 titles. Because the Baltimore Ravens got 2. So I'm trying. So we don't got 1 if that's what you're saying. Yeah, Caesar, my bad too. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Mind you, all of your teams have been organizations longer than the Baltimore Ravens. Y'all know that, right? Just for all intents and purposes. Like, the Baltimore Ravens has not been a team as long as you guys' teams have been teams. Kenyatta, you see when you say stuff like that, that's totally, he did get fleeced. I'm not hating. That's a horrible contract. If one of my guys on my team signed a horrible contract, I would say, yo, you got fleeced, bro. What are you doing? Like, that, see right there, you coming out saying hating on y'all bum team. See, you see what I'm trying to say? When people say stuff like that, the Ravens are a bum team now. Come on now, bro. Like, you're saying that with a straight face? The team that won the AFC North back-to-back seasons, that's what you're saying right now. We're a bum team. Come on now, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Don't do this to yourself. Don't do this to yourself, bro. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. This man said, bro, love out now, keep the peace. Facts, bro. I'm trying to keep the peace here, man. Seeking king of the scenes, clowns, one and all, in the jerk. When he might win one with Lamar first and come holler at me. Bro, we're going to win multiple with Lamar. I'm not worried about it. Listen, I want you to understand, I had this conversation with somebody the other day. When the Ravens and Lamar Jackson finally break through, do you have any idea the amount of deletion most of these people are going to have to do to their Twitters? Do you have any idea what's going to be coming down the pike once he gets even one? Because of some of the derogatory things that have been said about him. Y'all are going to have to sit there and be like, bro, he finally got one. And he got another MVP. Dang. All right. Well, hopefully he only gets one. Aaron Rodgers only got one. Then if he gets two, y'all going to be like, man. Oh, man. Y'all going to be shutting off your phone. Man, I ain't going on there no more. Raven fans are going to be like ridiculous, bro. They're going to be on there for weeks, bro. Yeah, man, I ain't going to try to be like that, man. I don't want nothing like that with that tiny shirt, man. Let's see. Teams see the Patriots on the schedule and smile. Because, didn't the Patriots beat the Bengals last year? I think they did. The Patriots beat the Bengals last year, didn't they? Yo, they said they can delete, but we keep them. I keep receipts. That's why I always say, as much as I go at teams, and look, I get it. It's all in. We banter. We crack jokes. It is what it is. We talk a little. We jib at each other. That's fair. Totally fair. But I'm honest in my evaluation of these teams. I'm totally honest. Mind you, this is no hate. I called the Bengals to miss the playoffs the last 2 seasons. I gave the specific reasons why. The same thing I said with the 49ers. I said, the 49ers every other year is riddled with injuries. They're probably not going to make the playoffs this year. That's part of the reason why I said Philly would make the Super Bowl. Because I said Dallas can't beat nobody in the playoffs. And I said the Lions are a great team, but they'll falter before they get there. Boom, the 49ers were hurt. It's like, it is what it is. They hurt every other season. The next year, I don't know what's going to happen with them because they gave away most of their players, but expect the 49ers to probably be in the playoffs next year. Who's 2-7 in the playoffs? I'm trying to wonder who that is. Who's 2-7? Because it's not my team. To be fair, the Patriots beat the Bengals last year. And that's what I'm saying, Kenyatta. If you want to keep going down this road, I'll try to keep the peace. But once again, man, make the playoffs and come talk to me, bro. So I creep. Yeah. Just keep it on the down low. Bro, don't let me do it to her, bro. Nasty word. Tensei. What's up? We must limit turnovers, period. I don't care if Lamar plays play average and commit no turnover, but that is an achievement. Any team committing 3 turnovers would be getting blown out. We are our own enemy. Yeah, we're our own enemy, truthfully. But once again, and respectfully I say this, he's the only QB that everyone asks to be perfect. You understand where I'm coming from? Our team does not win these games if he's still not Lamar Jackson. Our offense doesn't do what it does unless he's still Lamar Jackson. Because once again, we don't have a great O-line, and our receivers get hurt. Think about it. Bateman's been hurt going into the playoffs, multiple seasons. Zay Flowers was hurt last year going into the postseason. Mark Andrews has been hurt multiple postseasons. What are we doing here? So that's context. We're not even playing at 100% who are playing these teams. We're usually playing injured. Kenyatta with the $2 donation, bro. Thank you so much for the donation. 2-7, and the Raiders beat y'all. Hold on, what? Yes, the Raiders beat us, but the Patriots beat y'all. That's number 1. Number 2, we made the playoffs. We won 12 games. Number 3, we're not 2-7. Where are you getting this 2-7 from? Lamar's already beat the Titans, Houston, Steelers. What are we doing here? In the playoffs. We're definitely not 2-7. Seeking, and we destroyed the Bills. Exactly. Money Mike, I've experienced my team capture 6 titles in 20 years. Catch a little bit. Listen, man. I'm the jerk. Listen, man. You just sit down there. You come down there right there. Right? Listen, man. Nah, the Patriots, man, listen, bro. I ain't going to lie, man. Y'all did. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Y'all got your titles. No one can take them away from you. I ain't hating. Not hating. I love it. This how these channels grow. Yeah, man. We can all be in here just talking our junk. Listen, that's what I'm saying. I'm not hating on Kenyatta because at the same time, he's representing his team. He's like, y'all, we going to kick your butt. We don't care if you think you bad. We don't care if you're in the last 2 years. We going to run it back. Great. I'm all for it. Shout outs to y'all. I'm just letting you know. I stand very firm for Be More all day, baby. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. So, yeah, man, but I can't wait. Listen, I'll tell you something, too. If y'all did not know, pivoting off this stuff from the Bengals, right, there's been more stuff that have been instituted or trying to be instituted for rule changes from the NFL, from teams. Now, this one is from the Eagles, and they're saying to align the postseason and regular season overtime rules by granting both teams an opportunity to possess the ball regardless of the outcome of the first possession, subject to a 15-minute overtime period in the regular season. That would change a lot of things. Because if you have two just great offenses dueling, you can have a game that might do double, triple overtime. Because if they just keep scoring and making big play after big play, I'm not going to lie to you, for all intents and purposes, if one of this happens, if that actually gets passed, we can be in line for a magical game where it's one of those games where everybody's everywhere and they're hearing about, this game's going to double overtime. It's 50, it's like 56 to 56, and everyone's tuning in to see who's going to win, and then it goes into quadruple overtime. Everyone's tired. Everyone's watching like, this is crazy. So I get it. I get why. Because a lot of times you're putting it on a coin flip because offenses are so heavily skewed these days. But once again, I don't know. I'm old school. I kind of like it that way. But this way would make some magical games. I'll tell you that right now. Some very magical games. What is it said? What's it called? We can go undefeated this year if the rest of the team shows up. If the Ravens address the O-line and start likely at tight end 1, we can win 15 to 16 games. I will never go perfect, even though I feel the only player to me personally, maybe it's a skew that could go perfect would be a Lamar Jackson-led team. But it's because Harbaugh's our coach that I don't think we do it. He would want one loss. I'm telling you, he would want one loss on the record. It's like his psyche. He'd be like, nah, going perfect, we'll make a mistake. He will be so high-strung that he would do whatever in his power to get us to lose one game at least. I'm telling y'all, bro. The Bengals can score all they want. It doesn't matter when the opposing team scores more because of their junior varsity defense. I think the defense is going to be better this year, actually. I really do. I'm not even hating. I'm being real. I think the defense is going to be better this year. That's why I'm saying I'm holding off on my predictions. Because remember, my predictions have been right for the most part the last 3 years. So, yeah, we're going with there. The offense is always failing us. And for the first time, all the burden doesn't fall on Lamar. Bateman, likely Zay heading into the prime. And Vet Henry, Diop should be enough for Lamar to play average. Listen, let me let you understand something right now. We've watched, and this is being 100% with you. I've watched Tom Brady throw 3 consecutive interceptions. Their team did their job, and they still won the game. The problem with the Ravens is if there's any mishaps, they lose. You can't win like that. Everybody has to do their job. Lamar did more than enough to win that game against the Bills. Man, when we were driving to take the lead, Mark Andrews fumbled the ball in the middle of the field. Then when we scored, because Isaiah Likely, right? Then he goes to the 2-point to go back to the man, dropped the 2-point conversion. I was right in his stomach, right in his chest area. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I get what you're saying, and we always want to clean up all that stuff. But once again, he's the only quarterback that has to be perfect to win. When the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, what is it called? Joe Burrow accounted for 5 touchdowns. 5. We're not beating teams if Lamar only accounts for 5 touchdowns. Let you know that now. We're not. We will lose. Kenyatta with a $2 donation. And y'all kick it like happy endings. Allegedly. And like I said, I think I'm quieted it on that. It's a really sick story, and I've stayed in the middle. I haven't leaned right or left on it because I said, man, if he's guilty, fry him. But could you imagine being innocent, actually innocent, stuff like this happened? And stuff like that has happened before in the past where everything looked like, hey, this person's guilty and they were totally innocent and their life is ruined. So that's why I try to stay even keel when this stuff comes out. I always do, just to be real. Nitro, the Eagles rule change basically the Mahomes rule. Make sure the QB facing Mahomes gets a shot at redemption. Listen, man, I'll tell you this right now. They get a lot of calls in the playoffs. This would help out some teams actually against Kansas City more than it would help out Kansas City itself. Straight up, because a field goal wouldn't be enough. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to punch it in. And the jerk, Nitro's no hate, but you're a real Ravens fan, unlike most of the bandwagon fans in your chat. So already aware of the rivalry we have, but salute to you. Hey, guy, I get it. Hey, and look, we have some real Raven fans in here. Are there some bandwagon people? Sure, but I'm telling you right now, there's some real Raven fans in here. I'm telling you this right now, without a shadow of a doubt. I know there is. I had them on here. I've talked to them, Twitter, everything. Like, they're real Raven fans on here, bro. I'm telling you. But salute to you too, bro. And like I said, we'll see it you know what it is. When we line it up, it's war. But respect, always respect, always respect. All love. Jared Thomas said Nitro Cincinnati could average close to 40. Oh, where did it say that? Could 40 next year? Maybe. If that's what it takes to win, their stats will be ridiculous. Cincinnati could legit have Joe Burrow throw for 5,200 yards, 48 touchdowns. T and Chase both with 1,500 plus yards receiving and just squeak out 10 or 11 wins. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we'll get to see how it works out. Because last year, because as much as we could talk trash about last year and everything else, it doesn't matter. It only matters what happens at that time and moment. How is acknowledging the past rivalry at 360? Y'all just say anything. Jared Thomas, Nitro, is Nick Wright correct that Lamar Jackson officially a playoff trouble? Nick, once again, that Nick Wright is Nick Wright. He's going to say craziness to try to drum up anything he can about Lamar Jackson. And I'm telling you this right now, even when Lamar wins 1 or 2 titles, he's still going to say those things because it will be a Lamar versus Mahomes debate. And anytime anybody's a threat to Mahomes that he feels is a true threat, he goes at them. Just like when he thought that Josh Allen was a threat, he was going at Josh Allen. So that's all it is. He knows that the Ravens and Lamar are a threat, so he's being extra difficult with them. This is how they roll. Saw serve ice cream out. Nitro, you're a real fan, but your chat. I'm telling you, man, now we got some people in here, man. Nitro is good, Smarty. Money Mike, you say anything seeking. Come on, guys. No, all right. Yeah, I get it, guys. We talking some trash. Please, no swear words in the chat, please. Please, all right? Jared Tom, Nitro, the Eagles rule change. Basically, yeah, we read that one. Well, Justin is forming his team, so we'll just see. Exactly. Born and raised in Baltimore, never been a bandwagon fan. The crazy thing is, and this is me real, I'm a Baltimore Raven guy. I've never been to Baltimore. I'm from New York, moved down to Florida, and I'm one of the biggest Raven fans you've ever seen. Now, I was a Raven fan before they got Lamar. It's just that because I'm a Florida guy, I've been watching Lamar from high school. Just to be real with y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? It was the perfect marriage for me. I remember when my brother, I told this story so many times, when we had drafted Hayden Hurts, I went in the kitchen to pretty much sulk. Like, yo, well, forget this. It's a stupid draft anyways. Who likes to draft anyways? My brother was sitting down. I was like, yo, the Ravens went back up. I was like, what? Like, the Ravens never trade back up. You lying. He said, no, for real. They traded back into the first round. So I ran back around. I was like, what? And when they put that pick in for Lamar Jackson, I was just like this. Praise the Lord. Praise God. Praise the Lord. Praise our leader, our Father. I was livid, bro. I was going up. I was in my house going up on a Tuesday. Nitro, why is Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh? Because he wants to be part of their legacy. No one really, right now, Aaron Rodgers has really tarnished his legacy in the media, at least, and a lot of teams are scared to touch him. I thought undoubtedly he was going to go be a Viking because he's following the path of Brett Favre. So I thought that he was going to go to the Vikings, have the best year of his career, go to the NFC Championship game, lose, and then call it quits. That's what I thought was going to happen. But the Vikings are saying they're going forward with J.J. McCarthy, so we'll see what happens. What's good, Chaos? What's good? This man Seeking said, hopefully DK and Pickett will start fighting over wide receiver one. Listen, bro, they got both crash outs on both sides. But I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be. Listen, that's a lot of talent, but boy, we'll get to see it. It's going to be must-see TV every Sunday. Nah, keep this rule for the playoffs. Once again, if I get why you're saying that game too easy, but if they don't, it'll make magical games. It'll make magical games. Because could you imagine, all right, let's say for the sake of argument, you're at Buffalo, you're going to say you're going to go out to eat, Buffalo Wild Wings or wherever you're going to go, and you're like, why does my phone keep dinging? You go to Twitter and everyone's talking about this NFL regular season game that has just went into triple overtime and no team is letting up. And everyone's like, yo, I got to tune into this. What? For one, I'll tell you right now, the betting would go through the roof. And they want that to happen because it builds more revenue for the league and for the players. So that's what I'm saying. It just makes too much sense for that rule not to be in that rule. Now, do I agree with you for the bringing into it? I'd rather old school and just do it a coin flip, but I can see why people want it, though. Calvin Grant, I'm afraid of the Steelers this go around. You should. The Steelers have matched up well against the Ravens with 2 picks and bubble gum at quarterback. So I don't care what anybody says. Aaron Rodgers can still fling the football. Still fling the football. On that team, they can be very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Baltimore Ravens got the most out-of-town fans since Lamar came here. Once again, I was a fan before Lamar became, you know what I'm saying, to the Ravens. But listen, this is what I'm trying to say, why even when people get mad at that, I don't get mad at that, right? The Ravens have never had a true star at quarterback. Teams that have quarterbacks, they get a lot of different fans. It opens up your profile. Because the people that are marketed for the NFL are mostly the quarterbacks. So look at all the people that were Packer fans when Aaron Rodgers was in his prime. Look at all the people that say they were Patriot fans when Brady was in his prime. Look how many people say they were Colts fans when Peyton was in his prime. Just the way it goes. So I'm not mad at it at all. Hopefully, yo, Kenyatta said Ravens 6-11. The only way that happens is if someone gets hurt. The only way. And Kenyatta, you know that. Like, think about it. A Lamar-led offense has the second highest points per game in NFL history. he wins at 70-something, almost 80% of his games for his career. Like, what are we talking about here? Hey, that only way that's happening is if everybody gets hurt. God forbid, knock on wood. Chaos, once again, thanks for being in here, bro. We're in here on a late night. We're going to probably be live for another half an hour, 45 minutes. Something about there. Nitro, that debate has already started, though. Mahomes has been bad the last 2 years, and some have asked if Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen surpassed him as better QBs. Yes! As of right now, he's not like... Lamar is a better football player than him. A better quarterback than him right now. It's just his team has had more success. And mind you, Lamar should have had 3 MVPs. So, yeah. Chaos said, you can hear that new York talk. King Blaze, what's up, bro? Spiritual War Exposed. Aaron on his knees managing for a team. Bro, I'm not even going to lie, bro. If he goes there, it's going to be a problem. Instead of DK and Pickens fighting over people, they fighting each other. I don't think they're going to fight. I think they're going to be like the Bash Brothers, bro. I think they're going to be taking people out. I think the run game is going to be even better because those two could block their butts off when they want to. And I think that if they both buy in, and if Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback, I'm telling you it's going to be dangerous. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you. Spiritual. Garun was good, bro. Money Mike, exactly. I agree with you, bro. Chaos said I've been here since 2005. All right, make it like college then. Start them at the opposite 40. Bro, like, and I said this before, it's so frustrating with that. I hate that. Like, one good throw, you're already at midfield. Like, is it just because you want points? Start them at the 25. I don't like the new kickoff rule. I like the old kickoff rule. Just don't put no wedges in it, right? And don't catapult yourself at people's heads. And then you should be fine. I like the old kickoff rules. I really do. I don't like the new kickoff rules. I think they're stupid. And now you have to designate, I'm going for an onside kick. You got to tell them. Part of the allure of the onside kick what made it is sometimes you didn't know what was coming. Pause. Yeah, Bateman Nation. Lamar's acting now with the stuff. He on there with 50 Cent with Raising Caden Crazy. Elite QB is the hardest piece to find for your team. Ravens have had generation talent QB for 6 years and failed to build a team around him. They straight wasted his prime. He's still in his prime. He's real young. He was young when he came in. They got to get something done now, though. They got to. Mark Fields, what do you think about Jalen Royals? I haven't watched nothing on Jalen Royals. Mark Phillips, just being real with you. Wesley Slamp, what's up? Long time. Is going to get greasy this upcoming NFL. I'm telling y'all. The AFC North is going to get like Big T's fingers after lunch. Do them greasy. Before the cut, Shumper. After the cut, Beasley. Oh my gosh. Fire. It's gonna what's it called? Y'all already know if we mess up in any way in the playoffs, they're gonna blame it on the show. Lamar did in the offseason. That's all it's gonna be. We already know that. That's why I've said that Harbaugh is in the best coaching position out of any coach in the NFL. Because nothing ever falls on his shoulders. It always falls on everybody else's. That's just factual. You can't even say it's not true. And he's been the consistent from before Lamar, through Lamar, everything. Exactly, Money Mike. He did save it. He saved it and extended it. Smarty, Harbaugh should have never won Coach of the Year in 2019. Seems like it was meant a lot to Bishotti. Listen. A lot of these AFC teams, if you've noticed, AFC North teams, outside of the Browns, they've been known to keep coaches for an exorbitant amount of time. The Steelers are like that. The Bengals used to be like that. The Ravens are like that. If you get one of those jobs, it comes with a lot of job security. It's just facts. How long was Marvin Lewis the coach for the Bengals. Think about it. How many seasons was Marvin Lewis the coach for the Bengals? Let me look it up. Telling y'all, man, Marvin Lewis, how long was he there? Let's see if I can find it. He was the head coach for the Cincinnati Bengals for 15 seasons. That's crazy, bruh. Yo, how did I tell y'all, bro? It's the AFC North thing. They like continuity. And on top of it, Harbaugh has a quarterback that is absolutely maligned when it comes to the media, and they love downing him at every chance that they get. So it's like a double-edged sword for him. He's on a team that believes in longevity, and he doesn't get any of the blame because the quarterback gets all the blame. He's sitting there like, it's nasty work. Jared Thomas said, Nitro, here's my honest opinion. I don't think that either Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen are actually chokers. They've had bad moments, but not chokers. Listen, let me tell you something right now. I don't think none of them are chokers. I've watched enough tape on the Bills. I've watched enough tape on the Ravens. I watched enough tape on the Bengals. I watched enough tape. Like, a lot of those losses is because the teams couldn't sustain, or they were dropping passes, or the defense couldn't hold not even a small sip of water. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even though they'll get the blame, I already know what it is. And thanks, Smarty. I try to spit as much facts as possible. Nitro, do you think we're going to cut Justin Tucker and draft a new stud kick? I don't know yet. We'll see. I expect this story about Justin Tucker to be wrapped up around June or July, and then we'll know. Straight up, then we'll know. Then we'll definitely know. But guys, check this out. That's not the only rule change that we're looking at. Look at what the Lions are hoping to get also. So they want to eliminate an automatic first down as a penalty imposed for defensive holding and illegal contact. Bro, listen, bro. Oh, my gosh. DK and Pickens, the next Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan. Shout outs to, Andre Johnson was my favorite wide receiver, bro. Shout out to him, bro. He's another Florida guy, too. Nitro, I think the thing is, Nick, really, these brainwashed fans across the... Listen, I want you to understand something, Jared Thomas. That's the media's job. They have the power to persuade the masses. Hence why the media is so powerful. If the media picks you to be a villain, they can make you look enough like a villain to where everybody buys in and believes you are a bad person and a villain. That's the power of the media. They control perception. Perception becomes truth. Truth becomes reality. And I keep hammering this home to people. I keep doing it. But this would be crazy. Could you imagine? So that means free plays. Well, I mean, if they jumped offside, you still get a free play. But the defensive holding and illegal contact, it would no longer be a free play. And listen, once again, you know me. If I say something, I give the backstory because I believe in context. The reason why they want this is because if you read this right here, for defensive holding and illegal contact penalties since 2023, Detroit leads everybody by leaps and bounds with 26. So they wanted to cut down, and they'll be like, well, if we didn't get all these penalties, we're going to beat these teams easily. So, yeah. Telling y'all, all these teams have ulterior motives, bro. All of them. All of them. We better not draft the kicker. Oh! Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't put that evil on me. Swear to God, bro. Can you imagine if they took a kicker in the second round or something like that? Boy, I'd be coming out swinging, boy. Nitro, I like the Lions rule proposal because I don't believe in bailouts for the offense, make them earn their yards. To me, but once again, it's not for the offense. It's because they are very handsy. That's why I put this up there for context. It's not because, you know what I'm saying? I get what you're saying, Jared Thomas. But once again, they're wanting it just because they can't keep their hands, you know what I'm saying, off the opposing team. So they want it eliminated so they would be in better situations if they do. If this was ever passed, it would change the way defense is played. Because then defenders would hold all day. Just redo the down. Because think about it. If you break away for a long and you get over him, I could trip you whatever else, and it's not a first down. The way defense would be played would be totally different. Bro, drafting Jordan Stout made me want to fight somebody. I'm telling you, bro, I know. Nigel, listen, man. And once again, this is what I try to tell people. You know, I look at things wholeheartedly. Like, I look at it in its totality. These stuff that they propose a lot of times because, just like when I said when the Packers proposed getting rid of the tush push, they're one of the worst teams using the tush push. Because they're not good at it, they want to get rid of it. No, nothing about it's cheating or it's not a football player or anything like that. They're not good at it. So they're like, nah, we done. Telling y'all, man, it's nasty work out here. Nasty work. But I can't wait for this Lamar thing, bro. If y'all have not heard, Lamar Jackson has now been given a part in Raising Canaan. I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait. For what I'm understanding, his character is trigger happy. So he's firing bullets on the field and off the field. Loving every bit of it. Crazy work, man. Now that's another reason why I like the rule change proposal too. Yards and points come too easy now. Get back to making players earn their yards. But what I'm saying, Jared Thomas, is that if a guy breaks away on you as a step, the incentive would be to trip him. Like how baseball, remember baseball, instead of actually going against good hitters, they would just walk them. That would be the equivalent of walking a batter. They would just start doing that to the wide receivers. If you get beat deep, grab his ankles, pass interference, redo the down. Okay. You're tired now from running all the way down the field, and you gain nothing from it but saying you can get another shot to try it again. Telling you right now, it would slow the game down. Tay got it exact. I want to see what it's like, bro. They said that Lamar got the blicky and his fingers itchy, really twitchy with the switchies. They say, Lamar firing off them things. Nitro, there's always going to be a way that defense can goose the system, right? But this will be the ultimate goose. What's good for the goose is not always good for the gander. Perfect analogy. All right, right now, you're in the playoffs, right? I'll give you the perfect example. One of your receivers, game on the line, breaks free from a guy. He's streaking down the middle of the field. Your safety fell down. The only person is behind your corner. Your corner's like 2 steps behind him, right? And then the guy throws it up. It's a touchdown. Game's about to be over. He just launches himself, grabs him before he can ever get the ball, and is like, all right, redo the down. You would lose your mind. I'm telling you would. I think the Browns draft Deion Sanders' son. If he's not taken further, I think they take him. He makes the best sense. They're not going to re-sign Deshaun Watson when everything is said and done. And he has one more year, I believe, on his contract. Something like that. So it makes the best sense that you get this guy from now. How many picks? Has the picks been outright? Let me go check the picks real quick. 2025 draft order. We will see. So Tennessee gets the first pick. Cleveland gets second. Is Cleveland still in? Do they have 2 first-round picks? Trying to see. No, it doesn't look like it. Team offensive grade. Let me go check this out. Yikes. Out of the teams, out of all of the draft order, the team with the highest draft grade in the PFF is the Baltimore Ravens. It's crazy even to say that now we have such a strong offense and the defense was suffering. Maddening, bro. I don't think it was dumb because every year, what it does is it doesn't give the team an out. If the team wants to just spread that out for how many years, they can do that. It is what it is. Every end of the year, they turn it into a signing bonus and they create a large amount of cap room every single season. So it's very doable. But once again, like right now, if he didn't do that, they would have been cut Deshaun Watson. But they can't cut him because it's a fully guaranteed contract. Tay got it. I don't think they're going to do anything more. The best I can see them doing is fixing the O-line in the draft, most likely the guards, and then we move on from there. But I don't expect them to do any other moves. Straight up. Could you imagine if they did another move? Crazy? Like a big name, like traded Mark and ended up getting a big name guy? Bro. It'd be crazy, bro. We be in here partying. Nigel, players like Mahomes now goose the system so much on offense to where you can barely hit him. That's not him goosing it. That's the league allowing him to get away with it. A lot of the stuff that Mahomes gets away with, other guys can get away with it. Mahomes gets pampered a lot of times. Him and Josh Allen gets more calls than anybody in the regular season, and then Patrick Mahomes gets more calls than anybody else in the postseason. I don't want no safety. I'll be real with you. I don't. But we'll see what happens. An elite pass rusher, I would go for. But if we can get, like I said before, I want Matthew Judon. I want Calais Campbell back on the team. That means you get some veteran leadership with them young guys. And I think that would help out this team drastically. But hey, what do I know, right? I don't know what they're taking. The Ravens are a weird team. They're going to take who they want to take. As long as it's not a kicker or whatever, but I can see them taking a safety in the first round because that's how the Ravens are. They covet safeties. Knowing the Ravens, they probably will draft stupid again. We'll see. Because mind you, they did draft a couple. I mean, at the end of the day, they've hit in the draft of some players. Kyle Hamilton was a hit. Likely was a hit. Lamar was a hit. You feel what I'm trying to say? They've hit in the draft. Matabike was a hit. Humphreys was a hit. Wiggins was a hit. So, and no, I'm not at the point to where I can say always a hit. I'd happy to see Judon back. He should have never left. Facts. Judon should have never left the purple and black. But he did. Because they didn't want to pay him. They didn't want to. Fleeced was a what? Bro, I know you're trolling right now. Stop it, Chaos. Man said Fleeced was a hit. Hit a jack with a smack. Like, bro, man's been terrible. Absolutely terrible. It's nasty work. This man said Chaos laughing. Bro, it's nasty. I can't believe Chaos said that with a straight face, bro. Nitro, think about this. Joe coming out this couch at almost 40. Was passing for 300 yards multiple games. That's what I mean. Everything has been favoring the offense. I don't love that. No, I get what you're saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. But what I'm saying is that specific rule would ruin the game. That would ruin, I'm telling you, it would ruin the game. A lot of people would not want to watch the game after that because it's like, bro, you could just touch people and hold them down and stop them from catching the ball. It's going to be ridiculous. And this ain't basketball where you get free throws either. Junk is crazy, bro. Sure. Man, and then tomorrow I got the pantry at the church. It's going to be crazy. I'm still mad we didn't get Becton. I wanted him at left guard and Booker at right, bro. Because people aren't even sold on Voorhees. The Ravens are sold on Voorhees. I'm telling y'all, he is. They're sold on Voorhees. He's not going nowhere. Now, Fleeced maybe because, but they're sold on Voorhees. Nitro, how can we implement rules to stop Mahomes from goosing the QB? There's no way to do it because the league itself allows them to do it. You see what the referees be calling with Mahomes? They allow him to run out of bounds or on the side. If you even touch him, that's a roughing the passer or whatever else it calls. Unnecessary roughness. It's ridiculous. I was waiting on a reaction. That was hilarious, bro. Naughty boy was good. Ted serious, bro. We were stuck with him. That nigga's mad annoying, bro. Oh my God, just thinking about the pain of this man. Every season for however long, just letting people free running at our quarterback. Nasty, bro. Absolutely nasty. As a fact, to all of the Fleeced people that want him on the team, that's for you. Straight up. Because I do not want that man on the team. Because they don't want to spend the money. Fleeced's greatest attribute is his cheap price tag right now. Producer, what's up? I'm dead serious with you, man. You be making me mad. Dead serious, they be making me mad. So mad. I'm good, man. We out here just on some live streaming, chilling, looking for some cookies. Dead serious, man. But once again, that's what I try to tell everybody, I'm ready for this year to start already, bro. I can't wait for this stuff to be done. I can't wait. Like, even now I'm looking up, like, I be keeping an eye on Twitter and stuff like that for upcoming news and everything else like that. And, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. Chaos said that I like Voorhees. I say he's more potential than Fleeced when he comes back. He was solid. Unfortunately, Garbaugh put this guy, Makari, back in the lineup for the comp pick. That's what I be saying. They should be doing stuff for comp picks and not being able to pay people. It's ridiculous. But Nitro has to get out of the game. He's abusing the spirit of the rule. And it's frustrating, of course. But technically, he's not breaking the rule. The referees are just calling the game different for him. Because any other quarterback outside of him and Josh Allen are allowed to get blasted. Blasted. We've seen guys hit Lamar out of bounds and there's no flags. You ever seen that happen with Mahomes? No. Junk is crazy, bro. Nasty work. Nasty work. But guys, we're going to start wrapping up this live. We've been live for an hour. Yo, man. I hope y'all have a wonderful night. I hope everyone has a wonderful day tomorrow. Y'all going to see me with the 2 videos for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that we didn't have as much people in here like we did last time, but it's okay. Friday nights, I'm going to start streaming live. So next Friday, I'll be live again. Be here, be square, guys. It took a little while to get the chat up and going because not everybody was here. Lamar Jackson got destroyed by Ed Oliver in the playoffs, though. Nitro, no flag. They're allowed to. They're allowed to. It's absolutely... Lamar, we've seen guys twist his ankle. Remember the Colts guy that got him was twisting his ankle and there was no call? That's just the way it is with them. Thanks, Chaos, man. Good run. Thank you, guys. Hey, and if you have not already done so, please, guys, please check out the Wunderkind Morning Show live from Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Check that out and let's get that up and going. I'm trying to get that monetized as quickly as possible, okay? And also, if you would like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment, if you want to drop a little bit of helpful hand in the offering plate, right on your right is a Cash App, located in every description that we do. Name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Check that out, please, guys, all right? Yeah, you can sit out of bounds and everything, man. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nitro signing off. And, guys, once again, I love you guys. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, all right? Y'all know my slogan. Peace. And I'm out of here, guys. Make sure you check out The Wunderkind Morning Show. Subscribe. Let's get it going. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy. You're not my dad!